What is going on, everyone? This is Coach Turbo here with your LA Kings GM mode commentary in NHL 19. We've been having a hell of a year with the Kings, 24-9-3. And if you take a look here, Tanner Pearson, your 82 overall top point getter on that top line with Kovalchuk and Kopitar. That is a amazing line that's been just leaps and bounds ahead of expectations. If you can see here, I've switched down to the standings and the statistics tab. Now, if we go over to our division, which is Pacific Division, we are number one with 51 points. With the Ducks and Sharks decently close behind, but we've spread the gap a little bit further than it was a few games ago. But if you take a look here in the Central Division, also in the West, we've got the Stars and the Preds. So there's some heavy guns there. Remember, we have 51 points. The number 3 and 4 teams in the Central have 50 points. So Central is a very, very competitive division, and it will be in the real NHL this year. Yesterday was actually the start of the season for me in real life. I'll try to get this up tonight, so hopefully it will be for you as well. But yeah, what a great night, by the way. I know I got a lot of Toronto fans. How was that first line looking to you? How was Tavares looking? Matthews? It looked really good. It's going to be scary, but I don't know if you guys think there's time that needs to be kind of, chemistry built or something, or is it just roaring to go? Are you guys ready for the playoffs? Like, I know it's game one, but that looked pretty good in that first game. Anyway, LA Kings, we are here in December 22nd, so right before the Christmas break here. Now, if you take a look ahead here to February, that's when the trade deadline is on the 26th. We are going to be making a trade. Seems a little strange. I'll inform you when we get there. But for now, I think we should start the simulation and just go a couple weeks at a time and just keep an eye on our standings and everything like that. Basically, it's a minor trade. We will be going for a rental. We do need something going into the playoffs just to kind of bolster certain parts. This definitely isn't it. Yeah, this isn't it. I don't need to give away a first-round pick for anything like that. The Islanders don't have anything I want currently, so it's not like we could edit that or anything. Kunitz, I mean, this would more be like bolstering the bottom end or something like that, but I don't want Kunitz. It's not worth it. I do like seeing these come up though with our with kind of what our trade block has evolved into. So we're 29-9-4. Beautiful. I love it. I'm just gonna go ahead and go another 2 weeks here, and then we'll take a quick peek at our skating performers. See who's looking here. Whoa, look at that. No, this is dumb. That's a terrible trade. Why would I do that? I guess it's because the Phillips is unsigned. I was thinking about getting rid of Phillips or using him as a trade asset because a lot of teams do want him. I kind of shopped around and saw what people wanted and what they had. I actually did homework before a GM mode, guys. It's crazy. Anyway, we can definitely use him as a bargaining chip, probably in the draft or something, but he's unsigned for this year, so I don't think we'll use him, and we'll definitely get better prospects, maybe even better talent. Not to rain on Phillips' parade, but we're probably not going to use him. The exact same trade except with Spencer Watson, who I actually want to make good. Guys, do you remember when Spencer Watson was like a high elite in NHL 14 or whatever? All right, 34-10-4. We finally did get our 10th regulation loss. I really wished we could have gone the whole year without one. That would have been amazing. But 34-10-4 is a beautiful record to have in January. I don't care what anybody says. So, you know what? This is kind of bugging me just being the one St. Louis game. So I'll go to the end of this week. It's I know it's stupid. It's not logical. Okay, we don't have to look at those central scouting just yet. I'm guessing, okay, that's down in Ontario, so I'll just have him replace the player. We do have everybody that needs to be playing down there, but I can go off camera and edit it if some major dudes get knocked out. So they want to give me the fourth, the third, and Kunitz for a second and a fourth. No thanks. I still do want to keep our higher draft picks this year. We're not going for the super high-end first or second overall pick, or rather first or second round picks for a rental this year, like we have in past GM first years, just to kind of like get a really good team over a hump. It's definitely going to be a little different this year. So Carter has taken the spot from Pearson, but no problem at all. Obviously, everybody's super competitive. He's more than a point-a-game player, Jeff Carter is. Look at that. 29 goals. I think he'll surpass 40 goals this season. 22 assists. This guy is clutch for us. And if you guys haven't been keeping up with Jeff Carter in real life, he's actually been injured a lot the last couple years. I don't know why. I remember back in the day, him on Columbus, and previous to that on Philadelphia, and he was always kind of known as a party dude. But I think he's really, gotten a maturity level to his game. And this year, especially, I think he's going to take off. I'm doing fantasy this year, and I definitely think if he can stay healthy, he is a very, very, very good, like, dark horse pick. He's not a sleeper, I wouldn't say, because he is a good player and gets picked up in most drafts. But in my draft, he was actually a free agent. I was going to let him go because I didn't want to pick him up too early. All of a sudden, I pick up my whole team. I see him still there. So I don't know if I want to get rid of anybody at this point. Maybe we'll do a fantasy overview of my team and stuff. But you guys let me know if he's worth it this year, or you think he's going to break out or what from the slump the last few years from injuries. Pearson still doing amazing, almost a point-a-game player on that first line. This guy is now 83 overall. He has actually grown at 26 years of age. Now, I don't know if you guys have any insight on this. Does it show on any screens like it did in previous GMs where and what attributes have upgraded to get them to 83? Because he was 82 at the beginning of the season. It'd be nice if there was a little arrow next to, like, oh, offensive awareness has gone up because he has a bunch of assists or whatever. In past games it did that, and it was super helpful to see, like, oh, wow, we play him as a playmaker on the first line with some snipers. He's going to get better at passing. He's going to get better at offensive awareness, that kind of stuff. It'd be really nice if I knew if I could find that, like progress reports and things. So just a great player. Pearson is... I'm so glad we have him for the next 3 years. He is in it for the long haul. I might even offer him an extension after that because I want to keep this guy around. That is a good player. Doughty there, our number one defenseman, and might as well be like our number one forward as well. This dude is crazy good in NHL simulations. So looking good to fully Kopitar down there. But remember, Kopitar has a big defensive side. So we want him playing a lot more defensive stylings. That's why there's so many pluses on, look at that, 20 plus 23. This guy's insane. Kovalchuk doing amazing as well with 39 points. On the first line, I understand, but maybe he could have a few more goals and things like that. But we're winning games. I really don't mind. And I'm guessing the minutes are split pretty evenly between the first and second lines. That's why Carter has so many points. And Carter overall is more a offensive-minded, I would say, center than Kopitar. So Kopitar maybe spreading the love a little bit with Kovalchuk and Pearson. But at the end of the day, I think the second line in Carter has more of an offensive possibility. But I don't know if moving Kovalchuk down to the second line would really work. I'm not really sure, but let me know what you guys think. And then we kind of fall down into the sub 20 point marks. This guy's scratched. Don't worry about that. Really not worried about anybody. We'll take a very quick look at our goalies and we'll get back into the simulation. I do want to get to the trade deadline and make some trades today. So Budai actually only has 3 games played. So we got to keep that in mind. Quick is playing a lot of games. Definitely over 50 this year. So maybe we want to consider, stretching some playing time with Budai out a little bit more. I mean, 78 overall isn't great, but I really don't want Quick to just like. I don't know how much fatigue plays into NHL 19, and at that point, he's got great numbers. I mean, look at these numbers. Beautiful. Both of them actually have pretty good numbers. Budai for a 78 overall in the NHL. Not bad. These are not bad at all. And, I mean, the goals against could be a little lower. I would say that. Maybe if it was like 2.5 or something. But honestly, a goals against of 3 in the NHL is fine, especially for Budai, who at the end of the day isn't playing a lot of games. So we don't need to worry about it. And this could have been, a really bad game because he's only played 3. So, yeah, I've got no critiques. I would say at this point, maybe all we would need is to bolster our depth a little bit, because it does kind of make a steep fall off after the 20-point mark. But honestly, we're doing great, guys. We're doing very well. I did not expect this team to do so well out of the gate with very minor changes. I mean, honestly, all I did was change some lines. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I swapped around some lines. So I will go ahead and let me actually go through and make sure, because there were a couple injuries last episode, and I think I just had assistant coach replace all the players. Let me go in off camera, do all the micromanaging, and then we'll get to the trade deadline. All right, so we made a few changes. Here is the most notable one. I noticed when going through the AHL lines that Jack Campbell, if we go to NHL, has grown to a 79 overall. He's 27, so I'm guessing he's done. But that is better than our 78 overall. I looked at his stats. Also, his AHL statistics are amazing. He had a 1.7 goals against average, and I think it was a 933 for save percentage. Just awesome in the AHL. And I understand the NHL is a different beast entirely, but a whole 2 overall points better than Budai. I think we're safe to go with him. And Budai will be down here. Anyway, his role is a minor starting goalie, so it just made sense to play the younger player. And we've got everybody in here. Most notably, we added in this bottom 6 prospect, who only replaced the 62 overall 4th line center. And we put in, Cloju. Just let me know how I say that. Was not actually playing. So that's why a lot of teams were trying to trade for him. Top 4 defensive prospect. He's 20 years old, only 68. So we got to get him that playing time. He's on a bunch of lines now and in the second pairing. So everything should be good with that. Everything is done. Let's stop the micromanaging. I hate it. All right. Okay, back to the simulation. So we're doing, okay, here's another trade. I don't need any of this. Nope. We'll make the trades in the middle of the video, guys. Don't you worry. All right, look at that win. 10-1 against New York. 4-0 loss, though, to the Rangers. So they want our second round pick, and they want, Hartnell. You guys see that Hartnell retired. A lot of people are saying Hartnell retired and turned into Gritty. I don't know if that's true. I'm not spreading any rumors, but they both have those nice orange flows. If you guys have noticed, they've never been in the same room together. But Hartnell, that pretty cool actually to have him on the 4th line. But I don't want to give away one of our top 3 draft choices in rounds. That is so off the table, and he's retired anyway. It wouldn't be realistic. Okay, Marcus Johansson. I understand that might be good, but they want our first rounder and Luff, who's a right wing prospect. Nah, it's I can't do it. I got my own stuff in mind. So I think we're gonna go up to that Tampa Bay Lightning game. Sodergren, that would actually be somebody okay to maybe give away, because we do have some other guys in, but not just for a 3rd round. No way. It would have to be like, I don't know, something decent. Birolini, top 6, 4. Oh, actually, no, because it's a first rounder. I know our first rounder is going to be late, and this basically would guarantee if you guys can check this out, this would guarantee, we get a potential guy, but he's already 22. Yes, he is 82 overall. Third line scoring sniper. You could say this guy could fill out the wing, once Kovalchuk is done or whatever. And I can see that, but at this, it's so tough. But I feel like I want to go through the draft, and I want to try to find somebody in the first round that's like a little bit younger than Biarlini, who doesn't really fit into our like planned ages. So I'm gonna say no. Sorry about that. I know that is a tantalizing trade, especially with the okay, they offer Panic, but they want a second now. No way, I can't do both of those, and I don't need Richard Panic. All right, nice win against the Caps. Letestu for third. No, I do like getting all these trade offers. It seems like there's a lot more than typically get offered to you in GM modes when you just have your trade block up, or maybe the trade block being how it is and what we want just fits with what the current NHL is. A tough loss against the Caps. I wanted to see a nice month sweep of them just so we know we can beat the Cup champs. Okay, the Preds are a very good. Oh, look at that. Budaj gets a ton of playing time. All of a sudden, boom, he gets a hamstring injury. He is pretty old, so his injury stat or whatever it is super high. So he can get injured fairly easily. Being a starting goaltender, it makes sense. So let's go ahead and just replace him with the 59 overall backup, or third string rather, in the AHL. All right, let's get this last win. Okay, they want to give us Croner. No, I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. Keep Cronwall, Detroit. Let him retire there. Nope, I don't need to. I know what I'm doing. All right, so the trade block week, or the trade deadline week is upon us, so we can go ahead and actually it like highlights it. I wonder if it does. I wonder if we go to it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I see. He's doing. Oh, cool. Okay, so all these guys are just telling me they've completed their assignments and things like that. I don't really need to know that. I guess I could simulate to this day, but I like doing the day before just because we can sign a free agent if we'd really like to, and it won't be like totally forced. So let's go to trade players, boys, and I will show you who I have in mind. Now, it is from the East, so it shouldn't be a big deal to trade for this guy. Now, there are two options here. Basically, what I want to do is replace our fourth line center, who's a 76 overall, Thompson. He's a perennial minus on the team. Not very good discipline, which isn't a huge deal, but just definitely doesn't rub me the right way when I go through with what I want out of him. So, who are we looking for? I'm going to go here to, okay, it's already, let's go to overall. All right, I actually don't want to give him away anymore, which sucks. When I was scouting him, they did want to give him away. So we're just going to assume they do. Antoine Vermette is 78 overall. He is 36 years old, but his faceoffs are almost totally scouted at 87, with his defensive awareness being partially scouted at 86. I happen to know this player decently well. Very good center that we would play on the fourth line. Now, the other guy we could go after with a little more trade value is Brian Boyle. 80 overall. So do we play him on the third line or the fourth line, the first line power play, things like that? Faceoffs 83, shot blocking, stick checking, defensive awareness, a lot more solidified in our scouting, plus the physical. So the fourth line is just bolstered immensely going into the playoffs. This is a playoff dude. Both of these guys are playoff veterans. Both around the same age, both with 1 year left on their contracts. So let's see if we popped in. Let me look at Coleman here real quick. Coleman is a two-way guy, 86. His faceoffs are a little low, but we don't have him fully scouted. He's kind of looks like a budget version of the stats I want, which are the defensive side stats, looks like a budget version of like Vermette or Boyle. You're kind of getting the worst of both worlds, but you're getting a better offensive output, which I'm not getting this player for. They do want to give one away though, which is interesting. So if we can't make this go through, maybe we'll go for him. I think what we should do though is go for Boyle. Vermette was my first choice just because we can get him for an absolute steal because he's so old. But Boyle is just OP. The only problem is they really don't want to give him away. They did at the beginning of the season, though, which really sucks. This kind of throws a wrench in my plans because I wanted to make it realistic because they wanted to give these guys away. This is why I did all the pre-scouting. Dang. Do we just go for the dude they actually want to give away that's 80 overall already? I think maybe we should do that. Because that's leaps and bounds better than Thompson. Let's just do that. I want to make it semi-realistic, guys. He does want 3 years, or he has 3 years left. That's the only problem. I would much rather have just a 1-year dude. Okay, let's just try for Boyle. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm super indecisive. Now, one of the things we can do right away is I said I didn't want to give up any of the top 3 round picks, but they want our later round picks. So I think going for like a 4th, obviously that's not going to work. But we could do like a 4th and a 5th, and then somebody we're not going to use. So who would be a decent person to use in this situation? Let's go to skaters matching block. Now, we don't want to give them any of our decent guys. I'd rather give them like Sundgren maybe, which is top 9 center. But realistically, I think we will be able to pick up better guys in the future. He's also unsigned. Let's see here. Yeah, 2-way forward. I mean, to me, that's a good player. I would like that kind of a player, but we're going for a cup. So we do have to make some sacrifices on the way. And Luff, I'm probably going to use next year once he grows a little bit. And hopefully Watson can be on the top 2 lines in the AHL next year as well. So these guys are kind of my project right wingers. I can get rid of a center because we have plenty of prospects as center, as you can see up here in the CHL and AHL. These 2 guys are the future, and they're the same age as Sodergren. Sorry, guys. I kept saying Sundgren. So that's kind of all we could give away for him. 4th and 5th and Sodergren for 1 year left, and that would be perfect. That would actually work out amazingly. And then Thompson can be our scratch player. We can, send our other scratch guy down or keep him up for injury and just go from there and maybe sign, a cheap defenseman to sit in the wings or something. So without further ado, without my babbling, which has been crazy, let's try it. All right, we're not barking up the wrong tree, but we're not excited about it. So I think what that means is they want another pick or they want another, low-end prospect. So I'll go ahead and give them a 7th let's do a 7th from this year because we're going to have late round and everything. And I don't mind this as long as we get a cup this year and we're able to pick in the top 3 rounds. Okay, they don't want that as well. Are you guys kidding me? Come on. Maybe I'll make this a 6th instead. I don't want to do a ton of picks though. Value isn't there compared to what they're giving up. The problem is they don't want to give them away. You know what? I'll give them a 7th and a 6th from next year, but I want to keep our 7th and 6th. You know what? I'll give up our 6th this year and our 7th next year. Nope, it's not working out. All right, guys. I don't know if we can do this. I really don't want to give up a ton. I don't want to go into next year that much with a 5th or something. Yikes. We'll try the 5th. That's so tough. I really don't want to do that. But all I can see is Boyle scoring a clutch goal in the playoffs. So it would be very nice. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's rejected. I really don't think we could do anything else. I really don't want to give up a ton of these picks. Why won't it let me propose it? Yeah, okay. All right, no problem. Let's just remove these guys. Yeah, we'll keep them up on the board. But let's try for Coleman. Let's do Coleman real quick here. The 3 years left doesn't bother me as much considering he's 80 overall. So worst comes to worst, he's our, for the next 3 years, third line center. But this year he most likely will be our fourth line center, and we'll put him on the penalty kill. All right, so they would be over the maximum salary, or we would be over the maximum salary cap. That's strange. Let's see if they would, they want to give them away, so maybe they can. I mean, it says we have a ton of cap available. I don't know if this is, okay, league approved, whatever. Okay, a fifth and Sodergren for, what's his first name, Brendan? Or Blake? Oh, it's Blake Coleman. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see if this goes through. Rejected. Value isn't there. So let's just change this to a fourth instead of the fifth. And then if that doesn't go through, I'm willing to put in the seventh. But yeah, this is a tough negotiation. They want to give this guy away, though. Rejected. We'll do the seventh. But that should be it, right? Why don't they... They really, like, they want to give this guy away, but they really don't want to give him away. I understand we're taking money from them. Is there any way I can, like... If I drop this to 0, it still says we have 2 million, but it says we're above. Is he, like, guaranteed more or something? Let's see. Am I missing something? Okay, 250. Not interested at this point. Wow. Yikes. I don't really know. Maybe we can throw in Nate Thompson or something. All right, let me work this out, and then we'll jump into when it finally goes through, because I want one of these to go through, and if not, we'll try for Vermette. All right, so we went ahead and got Antoine Vermette. Finally, we had to trade a 7th, a 5th, and Soderlund. So no problem at all for me. They just would not give up Coleman, though. I even threw them one that was like I was super uncomfortable with. They didn't accept it. So I don't know if I set trading difficulty to like hard or something, but that was a tough negotiation. All right. So we went ahead and got our fourth line center. I don't really think we need to unload Nate Thompson, even though I tried to. Let me just take a very quick look. I guess I have to go here at our free agent class. Where are they? Oh, it's over here. Free agents, and just see if there's anything maybe we can stir up and work with. I'm going to look at their overalls first. Okay, nothing too crazy. We could pick up a backup defenseman. Let's see what centers they had. Yeah, nobody really. Goaltenders, let's take a second here. Okay, Steve Mason, Pavlik, they're all still available. I'm going to roll with Jack Campbell as the backup going into the playoffs, and obviously we'll roll 100% with Quick once we do get there. I'm at 49 out of 50. I have 3 million left in cap space. We could get a... Yeah, I just hate these unknowns. It sucks. It's pretty cool, though, but it does definitely suck. This dude's 25, 77 overall. Defensive defenseman. This might be cool, just in case there's some kind of... Yeah, let's see if we can do that. I don't know if it'll give us that, even though we have 49 out of 50. Sometimes there's a reason somebody is I don't know, it doesn't work or something. The poise for Schultz might be better. It says 72. I know it's not totally correct. Poise is slightly better. Scout it, that is, for Duncan Siemens. Paul Martin at 75. We're completely unknown. Is that Jeff Schultz? Okay, I was like, whoa, Justin Schultz. All right, let's just see what he wants. He wants a two-way. Could we? Okay, he's 20. You know what? I'll offer him 3 years. Why not? 25. Definitely could use him down in the minors as well to mentor some of our super young guns. So that might actually work out for the better, just as a random dude. In the meantime, I don't really think we have any other trades to make. But what I will do is I'll edit the lines real quick, and then we'll jump back in from this cut. All right, I've set all the lines here, so let's go ahead and see if we get our final pickup here. Offer accepted for Siemens. So let's put him into the, make sure he's in the NHL lineup, because I think, yeah, he had a sad face. It looks like he was assigned to the AHL. That happened to Vermette as well. He's now on the 4th line. So I will pop this guy back up here. Let's make sure real quick. Yeah, it looks like he is definitely in the system. All right, let's bring him up. Beautiful. All right, so we go to edit lines here, and you can see we have Vermette on the 4th line. Now, if Follow is a 4th line forward, so let me know if that's somebody going into the playoffs we'd want on the 4th line instead at 79 overall. Great faceoffs, two-way forward, decent at pretty much everything else. So maybe him and Vermette on the 3rd, because Vermette is a 3rd line checking forward. We don't know him that well either, because he hasn't really played a game with us yet, I don't think. Actually, I don't really know why he isn't totally figured out yet. Excuse me. But, yeah, so we'll probably know him after the next game or two. And in the scratched, we have Thompson and Siemens. So both really great guys to fit into the lineup if there's injuries. So I think we are more than prepared. Only change here, here's another thing. A Follow is a center on the power play, but remember, our power play is on fire. So I wouldn't worry about it. Vermette is on the 2nd line penalty kill, and Follow is on the 2nd line 3-man PK. So not worried about that. We've got a bolstered core here. And down in the AHL, we did put, what is that, Amadio in. So he's now in there at 73 overall. It'll bolster our Ontario team. Yeah, Budai is still hurt for a while. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, if you check out our goaltenders here, 59 and a 71. I'm just going to move that real quick. Hopefully it wasn't the other way around, but we'll get Peterson working out for the next few weeks. Hopefully it is a hamstring, so hopefully it's not too bad for Budai. Either way, though, he's probably going to get released at the end of the year. But team looks a lot better, and it would have been nice to see Boyle in this bottom 6, but I'm not going to worry about it. We didn't give up anything we were going to use, so beautiful. It looks a lot better, and hopefully this signing can get us back in the positives when our bottom 6 is playing. So without further ado, let us go ahead and get into the second half of the season here. No reason not to. Go ahead and simulate all the way here up until the end of the year. Let's see, how much left do we have? April or March, and then, yeah, at the end of April. So let's go ahead and just get to this final week. I don't really care at all. Let's just get all the way up here. That way we can see what our team does, how they kind of shake out with the new players, and also we can simulate if there's a race going on for President's Trophy or anything like that. Okay, here's a perfect example. Ifalo has been injured with an injured groin. Estimated return is March 12th, so he'll be pretty quick. I'll go ahead and just put Thompson in. I know Ifalo's on that 2nd line power play. So actually, let's go ahead and just throw in We'll just do this real fast. Put Thompson in. And then we go to special teams and put Vermette in instead. Yeah, that'll be fine. You know what? We could move this around, but I really don't want to mess with it because it's been our bread and butter. So I'm not going to mess with it. So let's jump back in. And it'll just be until the following Tuesday. And, okay, he's already available to play. So let me just pop him back in here real quick. This won't take but a minute. Thompson, put a follow in. Actually, this might be a perfect time to switch them so he gets fourth line minutes instead and keep Vermette here so that he doesn't get re-injured. And if we see some decline in play, you know, we'll know what the issue is. So Budai is available to play. I don't know if we did best lines. I don't know if it would take a bunch of our dudes out. Let me know if that is how it works. Oh, look at that. Cole Keller is up at a 61. Already grew 3 overall points in 2 games played. That's pretty cool. We're never going to use him, but that's definitely cool. So put Budai back in there. That's beautiful. He'll be the backup for this next game. Pedersen's at 72. So a lot of growth going on down there. There's a big loss there for our NHL team. Okay, 3 losses in a row. We'll view the draft class next month. There's a win against the big Winnipeg Jets, so that's nice. Big win against a divisional opponent. Another win against a divisional opponent. There's another win, Beautiful. Okay, so it's working out here. Definitely not a big issue. Shootout loss, we still get a point. So we're 50 wins on the year with the last week of the season upon us. And look at this, all teams we definitely need to beat. So let's check this out. It'd be nice if we had one against like Dallas or something. So if we go here, actually I didn't want to do that. I meant to go and just swap that so we could look at the standings. So we are 107 points. We've clinched the division and a playoff spot, obviously. That's beautiful. But look at the Caps. Really surged. 114 points on the year. I'm guessing that's going to be a President's Trophy. And Maple Leafs. Okay, actually, we're only 2 points out of Dallas Stars, so we can snag that first seed in the West if we go ahead and just ruin them or ruin all these divisional opponents in the next week here. So let's go ahead and get to the last game where we can watch. We can actually watch it. So let me get up here. We'll go ahead and real-time sim the last 2. Nice shootout win. 5-1 loss to the Coyotes. That's no good. So let's go ahead and real-time sim this game. That's fine. This is an exciting episode. A lot was done, and new players coming in and out, etc. First period. All right, so Nick Ritchie and then Kopitar. So 1-1 going into the second period. We are heavily out shooting them, though. I don't doubt this is going to be a win for us, but let's get it in the second period, the long change period. Ooh, tied up. So let's go to 8 times here and just play it. Now, immediately Henrique gets a goal. That always happens. It's so weird. And then Koliaki, wait, why are we getting scored against? Like what? Quick's in. Yeah. Okay, I was trying to read it like, is Campbell in or something? Okay, we're on a power play. This hot power play. Man, we're out shooting them too. It seems like we're doing everything right. Yeah, it didn't work out. That was a big one. Let's see what their guys did. Cogliano. Yeah, everybody just kind of had a decent game. That just seems like luck of the draw. I don't know about that. Okay. So let's go to this VGK game here. All right. Now, let me take a look at the stats. We're on this final date. We have 109. Dallas Stars are at 111. So, and we both have 1 game. So if they lose and we win, let's see, they would actually get it because they have more regulation wins. So it doesn't really matter. It looks like we're going to get number 2 in the division. It looks like we're actually... it looks like we're actually tied with the St. Louis Blues. So if we get this one and the Blues lose, so we could get second. So let's keep that in mind. We could get second seed in the Western Conference if we win this one, if I'm correct. I'm just looking at this overview screen, so I don't know, it could be wrong. So we're going to go ahead and simulate this game, and then, you know what, I'm actually going to put Follow in the power play because he is definitely healed up by now. But I think I'm going to keep this the way it is. I kind of like him on the fourth line as a, you know, a fourth line, two-way forward guy, and then Vermette being in his place on the third. But what I'll do instead is I will throw, I don't know, is Vermette... Vermette has, okay, we have him figured out, 85 face-offs. And then if Follow is, if I'm saying that wrong, guys, I'm sorry, 80. So, you know what, let's keep Vermette in there. He can win us some key draws on the power play and hopefully get Pearson and Toffoli cooking on that one. So actually, I'm fine, but let's make sure our goaltender is in net. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't think we need to change anything else out, and let's go for it. All right, it is a beautiful day for hockey here. The final game of the regular season for both squads, LA Kings and Las Vegas Golden Knights. LA Kings looking beautiful in those 50th anniversary jerseys. Kopitar taking it up the ice. A little deep dangle there. Nice shot right into the chest, though, of Fleury. Maybe would have been nicer, a nice low shot to get that out front for Kopitar or Pearson. All right, Kopitar in the offensive end. Flower is in net tonight, so it's going to be a tough one, but we are defending a 3-2 lead in the third period here. All right, nice middle of the ice there. Takeaway from, I think that was, is that Riley Smith? Oh, look at that. Whoa, a strange bounce, a deflection, and then a backhand 5-hole shot by Kopitar becomes a goal for the LA Kings. Almost an interception there at the front of the net by Las Vegas, but Kopitar, oh, actually he shovel shotted it. Yeah, looks like he went for the forehand shot, got stuck by the reception from the Las Vegas player who I didn't catch, and went ahead and shot at 5-hole. Doughty up the ice. This is going to be mostly a, wow, look at this. They're trying everything here. I was going to say this was mostly a dump and chase style game at this point, 4-2. 2-goal lead, though. Worst goal in hockey. Muzzin takes it up the ice to Carter, who goes up the right boards, gets a nice shoulder-to-shoulder check there going into the zone and loses possession, but he grabs it. An interception at the hash marks, and it goes ahead and dies. Okay, top 10 in penalties. Ryan Reeves, all right. He's on the bench. Okay, here. Vermette. Both third lines are out. Ooh, nice shot on net there from, who's our third line right winger? I don't remember. I forget the bottom six so much, and I feel very bad. This team hasn't totally taken over my mind yet like the Oilers back in the day did. Okay, Vermette. Oh, yeah, Brown is the right winger. I forgot, because he is a second line, not potential, but actually his role is second line winger. But I love him on the third line. All right, over to Vermette. Nice try there from Vermette. A little early, maybe on the pass. I don't really know if he had positioning there. All right, behind the net there for Schmidt. Is that Carrier or Carrier? William Carrier? William Carrier? Could be either. The French have names like that. All right, Martinez up the ice. That's another guy I really love on this team, Alec Martinez. Okay, looking for the pass there around the nets. These numbers are a little hard to see. They kind of blend together on my screen, but whatever. Vermette playing dirty. That's what we got him for, playing that playoff-style hockey in the corner, a grit style. Nice interception by Alec Martinez. Up the ice to Pearson. Oh, not a good pass. Pacioretty, we've seen him at the beginning of the year. Just a beautiful shot there. It's always trouble when it's on his stick. So I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of my coffee. Told you guys it was the worst lead in hockey to have. Let's see this shot. Just a beautiful snipe. I believe it was over the right, or rather the left. I guess Jonathan Quick's left shoulder. Drags it out here. Yep, drags it out wide. What a terrible angle. Come on, show one from behind him. Another bad angle. Okay, yeah, it did go over Quick's left shoulder. Those beautiful purple shoulders on these jerseys. So, looks like their first forward line is a little gassed here. This could be an opportunity to outmaneuver and outpace them. They win the faceoff there, but a quick grab by Kovalchuk on the wing. Ledoux over to Kopitar, who loses it. Kovalchuk's got it. Ooh, our snipers are going to work. Pearson almost gets one on the backhand, but he didn't have the leverage there to finagle it into the corner. I'm trying to figure out some Doc Emmerich sayings. Waffle boarded aside. I wish I knew more about these players so I could say, like, where they're from and stuff. Pearson really trying there. Maybe that's why he gets a lot of shots. The advanced analytics I got to look at. See if Pearson gets a lot of shots on net on this line. Clifford, ooh, going for a nice top cheddar move, but he does not have the shot accuracy. All right, so Vegas takes control. Bellemare up the left wing. Ooh, a terrible dangle. Gets him into trouble there. Clifford up the ice to Edom. This is our fourth line, boys. Going to work, and Edom trying to show those flashes of brilliance that he showed so well back in about 2013-14 that just never came to fruition. But hopefully he'll get a chance here in LA. And it is frozen by Quick in the defensive zone. So let's see what squad gets out there. It looks like our second line is out and the fourth line for VGK in the offensive zone, which is very strange. But then again, their fourth line is more like a third line with Eakin. And okay, let's see here. Toffoli almost got that nice big hit there. Beautiful hit. I believe that was from Carter, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, the maneuvering and passing of the Vegas Golden Knights really going... Wow, Toffoli, a beautiful, beautiful dangle. Theodore grabs it off the rebound. Like I was saying, Vegas is just passing this puck very well in the offensive zone. It's just they're getting one shot and giving the rebound back to us. So, you know, maybe we're just shutting it down in that way in our scheme. But at this point, I'm getting a little nervous when they get in our offensive zone and start tape-to-tape passing it. So it's a 2-on-2 here. Oh, yeah, that's always a scary shot when you see any animation where they kind of hesitate and then shoot. You know, they're adjusting that computer AI. Look at this, Muzzin up the ice back to, I believe that was Carter on the point covering for him. And Vegas back up the ice here. Schmidt to Pacioretty, always a terrifying, terrifying shot to face. Ooh, Quick comes way out of the crease. All right, let's get a body on him, boys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Edom. Okay, Edom for some reason drags that right into Quick. The empty net for Vegas. That was scary. Look at this. Quick, beautiful desperation save. Why go back into the net, though, Edom? Why do that? Go to the corner. At that point, go to the corner, get it up the ice. For Met, this is what we need him for. End of the game, face-off wins. In the defensive zone, he kind of gets it. It's a tie, though. It was a tie there. So that was a beautiful, beautiful face-off push by the Vegas Golden Knights. But it's intercepted by Martinez. Oh, little scary pass there by Martinez. But we get it out and dump it in. No hero play. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, man. If you guys didn't... Okay, Lewis seals the deal for us. So, we are going home with the win. I was a little scared there. You guys could see Vegas shot it from the corner, went against the outside of the pipe at the net, and we almost popped it in. But then we just intercepted it and popped it in from a stick check. Lewis. Trevor Lewis. The hero. Beautiful. Nate Schmidt giving him a little push. Get out of here, bud. This crowd is a little quiet for the last game of the season, but it is LA. We got to make these people care. So this should just be a nice round out part of the game. Everybody's heading to their car, 5-3. We get the win against a divisional opponent and future, I think, really, really important rivalry in the kind of West Coast hockey genre, or I don't know, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what we should do going into the playoffs. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at who we're facing. All right, and it is the moment of truth here. Let's see who we're facing in the playoffs. So I actually went ahead one day. I should have just done the advanced day. But let's see. We're at 111. And St. Louis is actually also at 111. So I'm not sure if that gives us, let's see, 52, 23, and 7. And we are 52, 23, and 7. Oh, my God. What breaks the tie after that? I have no idea. So, I don't know. I hope we get number 2. I hope we don't get number 3 in our conference. So, let's go ahead and advance day. Okay, season complete. And we are up against Nashville. Oh, no. Did we get number 3? Oh, no. So, let's look at the LA Kings here. I want to look at the Western Conference. So we got number 2. Okay. Oh, look at Nashville slipped out of the Anaheim Ducks. I would have much rather played the Ducks. That's no problem, but yikes, that is going to be scary. I'm very scared of the Preds. They had our number all season long. But we finished number 2 on the year. That was definitely not what I expected going into this GM mode. So thank you guys for all your help in the comments for the year. And yeah, beautiful. Look at all these stats. Oh, there we go. So we are number 4 in the Western. Let's do the entire league. I want to see this. So if we go to, let's go here. Goals for per game, the entire league. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 5th in the league. So we are ahead of Nashville, which is good if we're looking at stats. Now, goals against per game. Let's go to the lowest here. We are number 3, so we're also ahead of Nashville. So we're a defensive team, but we also, I mean, we're just a good team. But the stats in general, 3 versus 5, obviously 3 is better. So it's going to show us more as a defensive team, I'm guessing, in the simulation. Power play percentage, what was the number 1 in the league? Winnipeg, and ours was number 5, so perfect. We hovered between 5 and 3 all year, but it was right around 23 to 25, so I'm perfectly fine with that. And penalty kill, I already think that looks really good. Blackhawks penalty kill, wow. Not even in the playoffs, 86%. But we are down here, what is that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. At 82. So anything above 80, I'm fine with. I think we used to be around 83, 83 and a half. So we may have been more like number 5, but number 7 isn't too bad. And honestly, these kind of got closer to each other. It used to be we were a home team, but our away record got a little bit better. Obviously, we have more wins and less losses at home, but that's just how it goes. But cool. All right, so being 2nd seed, it means we do have home advantage for most of the playoffs unless we meet, I think the Dallas Stars were number 1. Is that who it was? I believe so. All right, so for the Nashville Predators, let me know what we're doing against them in the, oh, can I actually look at, I think I can look at them as a team. I don't know if we can do it here. But anyway, here is the playoff tree. On the west side, we've got St. Louis at Winnipeg. That'll be a good one because St. Louis had a great year, but Winnipeg's got those guns. So I don't know. I really don't know who to predict for that one. Dallas and Minnesota. I'm guessing Dallas is going to steamroll that one. Sharks and Ducks. That is a great matchup. That's almost yearly in the last few years. I love watching that series when it's actually going on. But that's going to be a good one. And then LA and the Nashville Preds. So I'm thinking for Ducks and Sharks. I want to say Sharks just because of Carlson, their decor, and their depth. Ducks weren't bad, but I always felt like we kind of had their number all year. So, if we've kind of got it, I feel like the Sharks should be fine. But we'll see. And then looking at the numbers, we should be good in the series, but you never know. The Preds did have our number this year, and they won a lot of games against us. Now looking to the East, the Blue Jackets against Devils, that's an interesting one, and that would be an interesting and fun one to watch. I think I would go with the Devils in that one. I just like their talent a little bit more. But I do think Columbus has a nice depth, so they could definitely surprise in that. I'll just go with the Devils. I'm just go with my gut. Caps, Rangers. Caps are going to take it. Rangers back in the playoffs, so it looks good. That's fun. Toronto and the Montreal Canadiens. That'll be a nice one. I know everyone hates when I do that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to go with Toronto in that one, definitely. I don't even know how Montreal was able to get to the playoffs this year, in the simulation, that is. And Bruins and Philly. That'll be a nice one. I'm going to go with the Bruins with their core. It's just better. So, all right, that's what it looks like here. Did Ontario make the play? I don't think it's done just yet. We'll look at these stats real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, so Carter finished with 74 points in 82 games. Not bad. Used to be a point-a-game player, but kind of fell off there. But 74 points, that's beautiful. Kopitar 70, Doughty 70, Pearson 66. So this has been our stud, just total surprise of the year. But as you can see, his puck skills category really shows why he's got all those assists. 41 assists on the year. Doughty's got 60. Wow. All right, Toffoli. Jeff Carter did almost get 40 goals. I said he would probably get 40 goals. He got 38, so that's unfortunate, but no problem. Kovalchuk, 62 points in 82 games. Mostly assists, 40 assists almost. 23 goals. So would have expected at least 30 out of him, but maybe we'll see him turn it on in the playoffs. His poise is 85, so hopefully he really guns it in the playoffs. And then we're kind of just falling off here. It goes from 29 points all the way to 19. Vermette on the team, he has 7 points all year. I'm hoping he got some of them with us. And let's see, plus 46 for Doughty, plus 38 for Muzzin. Beautiful. I love to see that from defensemen. And then Clifford and Ledoux are only negatives. And you guys can see Thompson coming in, Vermette, all these guys are pluses now. Clifford's still a negative, and Ledoux still a negative, but these guys were like almost negative 10 middle of the year. Thompson was negative 5, and I think Edom was like negative 1 or 2 or even or something. So that trade really made a difference. That was a big difference late in the year to keep us rolling and get those positive goals for, 2 goals against. So beautiful. I love it. I love how it looks. Let me know if there's anything I missed. The awards don't come up until I think around the draft time, but we can look at those maybe in the preseason for the previous year. So thank you guys so much. First round of the playoffs will most likely have that pop up for the draft, like scouting, central scouting. So we'll look at that next episode as well. But if you dug it, go ahead and hit subscribe and notifications or whatever. Whatever's good with you guys. I really appreciate you guys sticking with it. I've had a lot of fun with the LA Kings. Lots of cool ideas and things in the future to look forward to. And so keep an eye out. Make sure you like and subscribe if you dug it. And we'll see you next time out on the ice.